Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party. In the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee. That we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all the we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way.
I'd rather be me.
Do work all day.
We don't see defeat.
Can we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, The young guard to all the girls like us, yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my dear ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
You try to shut us down. We'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. Kick it! Kick it! If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting and no
Poppin' knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intentions. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party.
Yeah,
Turn into the greatest party.
yeah.
Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up.
Yeah.
And my love and tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party.
Yeah,
Turn into the greatest party.
yeah.
Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. 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 Excuse her while she kiss the sky.
sit stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed, the hip-hop since and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast, then it move west, down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, roll those, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my body and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal.
I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls, 'cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one, and it's done.
CNN, this is ghetto editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest, they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili, summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this, before you with this, you better walk jumping off the building up. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show, face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey Paul, let him know.
I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls, 'cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one, TR.
Novus ordo seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils, wild bulldozing forests, but they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average teen, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my CBS.
Everything is shaking through the walls, 'cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one, yes son.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
I got a lot on my mind, I got a lot on my plate. I got a couple of trouble, I got some money to waste. I put the drinks on the you put your on the car. It's like a weekend at Bernie's and baby, you look the part. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin' and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's
you the rock, now pour. Give me one for the money, you the one for the night. You know you one in a million if you the one that I like. You got a lot of glad I knew you, I brought a ruler. I'ma use it, play the music louder, I gotta do it now. I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down now. Come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby.
Who's on with me now?
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling rhythmically right and vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from reality and take.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Ravens going up against the Steelers. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to...
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is, a big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Max Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. pistol. Now Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Many doubted Eric Weddle coming out of college, but they don't anymore. One of the best, most versatile safeties in the league.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
These two. Two. Hurry up, let's go.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Ben on third and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary, very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. On second down, Flacco to throw. Surveying the field. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Flacco here on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Crockett Gill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play clock winding down. They'll go again with Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
2nd down, Flacco now. Backing up. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Flacco. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The first carry for a former Trojan. This is Buck Allen. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got time. And he hits his man, Matthews. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. After the penalty, it's Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack there. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his... the game at 18th of the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? That is caught at the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dix. Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens add on. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing here on first down. Flacco complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And that's complete to Gilmore. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's got it up and through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Roethlisberger will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On the counter, here's Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. From the gun, Flacco. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Ravens add on. And he knocks it through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and it's complete to Ladarius Green. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Roethlisberger, flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now here come the Ravens. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2nd down, Flacco now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter. Flacco finding time, escaping the pressure right, just keeping the play alive. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 5, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. No move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the gap?
And now here is another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 22. A strong running. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
You ain't going nowhere. Force. Touch. Blue 45. Over. Switch.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Flacco going up top. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Flacco gives to Allen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. It's Roy Miller that brought him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, This offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll run with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he's got his target. That's more. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Flacco here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Roethlisberger now in desperation. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Tavon Young. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.